So we are going to go through the second texture, which is the checker texture. So just press Shift A, texture, and go to checker texture. And it's a really an easy texture. It's just two colors and a scale. And if I take the color output to the surface, you get those two colors in. So if I change color 2 into like red, you can see that I get white and red for every second tile here. And the scale is equal to what we have if I put the UV in here. So if I have 5, then I also have 5 different tiles on each row here, or on a matrix of 5 times 5 tiles. So that's really, that is really all there is to it. We have the factor, which is black and white. So then we get it in this case, black first and then white, black and white, and so on. And that will never change even if you put in different type of colors. What we can do with the checker texture is to use it to organize or show different patterns every second time. So if I use the brick texture that we used in the last lesson and put that in, I can put that into color 1 or color 2, and then every second one will then be a brick texture. So by pressing Shift A, texture, brick texture, I just put in this. You can see now that I get first the red here, and then I get the brick texture and the red, and so on. And that means that a good way to use the checker texture is if you want to have some customized tiles where you want to show different types of patterns on your tile every second time, then checker texture would work fine. The negative part with the checker texture is that you don't have any good way with the edges here. So you don't have any mortar or something that goes down in a smooth way. It's either on or off. So if you want to do tiles that you put in here, then you need to do all that smoothing on the edges by yourself before you put it into the checker texture. Or you can mix the brick texture and the checker texture together, since you can use the same scale here. So then you can just use the factor, as you know from the brick texture, and use the same, put the offset to 0, put the scale to the same, and put width and row height, and then you have the smooth option here and the mortar size like this, and then you can connect that together with your checker texture to make something work with the edges. So then you can put that in, and you can put in like an multiply or something else between here. So if I take color, mix RGB, put that in, and put now the factor into the factor here, then and put that to another color so we can see. Then you can see that I get my put that down just so we have some different. We can put it to, you don't have to play so much with it, but now you can see that by doing color mixer together with the brick texture and the checker texture, then I can add the mortar from the factor, because as you remember, all the edges are white, which means that it uses color 2, and all the bricks in the brick texture is then 0, so then I can use the color 1 for that, which means I put in the checker texture. So that is a good way to combine stuff from the brick texture and then the checker texture to make those edges if you don't want it to, or if you don't want to do them by yourself in color 1 or color 2. And to be really sure that you're using the same scale, it's good to use both UV on both textures and put an input here. So you put Shift A, input, value, and then you put in the scale here and connect that to the scale in the top and to the scale in the bottom here. And when you then change the scale here, you will change the scale both for the brick texture together with the checker texture at the same time. So then you get all these edges in. So that is a good combination to remember if you're going to use something as simple as checker texture. So that was about the checker textures, and in the next it will be about the environment texture. So we can take a look at that in the next chapter. So see you there and bye for now.